Hello. Hi guys, how are you all doing on this Wednesday? I hope everybody is well, keeping themselves safe and listening to the instructions that we have been given. I hope that everybody is doing their part to, follow the rules and flatten the curve. Yes? Okay, so as usual, I wanted to always share these trainings in my Facebook group, which is called Dynamic Business Strategists. It's where 4,000 of entrepreneurs like yourself are, really helping each other, supporting each other during this time, and keeping each other accountable, sharing tools and resources and that kind of thing to help each other grow, right? It's called Dynamic Business Strategists, and if you're not there, that is the place that you want to be. Yeah, so I'm sharing it there and I'm just making sure that it's actually showing up before we start. As usual, let me know if you're hearing me and seeing me clearly so that I can jump into today's training material. I promised you that I would be here to not just hold you accountable, but to continue to share tools and resources with you and to keep you, let you know that you're not alone and that we are all in this thing together, even as we try to grow, go through this pandemic. Yes, so okay, it's showing up where I wanted to show up, and then we can dive in. Tell me if you can see me and hear me. Give you some thumbs up, some love, some hearts. Yeah, okay, everything is right where it's supposed to be. So, guys, thank you for showing up here. I am Adana Austin. I am your business coach and consultant, and I work with entrepreneurs like yourself to get very clear on your goals, identify your ideal clients, and develop these strategies to grow your business. So, over the last few days, I've been coming on here just talking to you generally about some of the things you can do, since most of us are not essential workers per se, and we may be stuck at home. We have a lot more time on our hands to work on our business, and we may not necessarily know where to start. Some people are feeling a little anxious and nervous. All of those things are natural. But we're here to support each other, right? So Monday I spoke specifically about 5 things that I was doing to stay focused, right? Because it's very easy right now to get distracted because we're overloaded with so much information. We don't even know where to start. We're in circumstances that nobody has ever been in before. So it's very hard to stay focused. So Monday I spoke about 5 things that I was doing to stay focused, right? And yesterday I had a conversation with you about, how you can keep your business going through the use of collaborations. And I spoke about that specifically because I realized that so many people were not talking about your collaborations and how it can work in this particular environment, right? Because we already established that we're not going to ghost our audience, right? And we are going to stay connected with them. And a great way to do that is to collaborate with somebody who has a similar audience or collaborate with somebody who can add value to your audience. That is just a really, really dynamic way for you to continue to give back to your audience, share value, teach your audience something new, and let them know that you have not forgotten them, because times have now changed, right? The way that we share, the way that we sell, the way that we show up may have shifted slightly for some of us, right? Some people were already using the digital platforms as one of their major means of connecting with their audience. And some people are now realizing that, oh my gosh, I was not here enough. My audience, needs to see and hear me in a different way, because I can't do the face-to-face networking and the workshops and stuff that I'm accustomed to. So, specifically, what I wanted to speak to you today about is that knowledge that you have, that you are sitting on. One of the questions I keep getting asked over and over again from clients, from people jumping in my DMs and stuff is, I don't know what to share. I don't know how to stay visible. I don't know how to keep teaching my audience. And guys, we all have a whole heap of knowledge that we are sitting down on, right? Whether you're a makeup artist, whether you're selling real estate, whether you're selling phones, you're selling shoes, you're a consultant, a coach, an accountant, whatever that may look like for you, you have the knowledge. Think about all of the questions that your audience has ever asked you, right? Think about the last question, the last 5 questions you've received, whether via WhatsApp, email, messenger, whatever, right? Hi, Marlene. Think about the questions that have been asked of you over the last few days, right? People are asking you these questions because you have the knowledge. You want to take those questions and turn them into content that you can then share with your audience, right? A lot of you have had trainings before. You have information that you can put in an ebook, a PDF file, information that you can share via emails, information you can share via videos. You are sitting on a wealth of knowledge and you don't even know. And that is what people are going to pay for, right? The knowledge that you have that they don't have, the solutions that you provide that they are actively seeking. One of the ways that you can figure out, okay, what do I share at this point in time, is to look at your analytics, look at your insights. Look at, for example, if you're on social media, look at the analytics. What were the last 3 posts that did really, really well, that had the highest engagement, not just likes, but had the most shares, had the most people talking about it and leaving comments and that kind of thing? What were those posts? Look at your emails. Which one of your emails had the highest open rates? Or which one of your emails got more people responding to it? Right? Look at your blogs. Which one of those got the most people liking your blogs or sharing your blog? Right? Which topic did most people like or share? Look at your videos, your past videos. Which one got the most views? Right? Even without you running ads or whatever. Right? Which one got the most views? Which one got the most engagement? With your ads, which one got the most open rates, right? Which one got you the most sales? Which one got you the most feedback, right? Look at your analytics. Look at the insights. Look at how people have engaged with you. Look at what people were asking you. And take that information, right, that you've collected and repurpose it. Repurpose that information and share more of that information with your audience. The reason it would have done really well, the reason that you would have gotten more people to share it, to like it, to comment under it, is because that is what your ideal client wants to hear and or learn from you. So give them more of that. Make sense? Does that make sense? You're sitting on a wealth of knowledge that you should be really sharing with your audience at this point in time, right? And to figure out what that information is, because it's going to be different for everybody, right? The first thing that I want you to do is to look at your analytics and look at your insights. Look at your analytics and look at your insight. Look at the information that has really touched your audience and really sparked conversation with your audience. It might have been a picture, it might have been a video, it might have been a meme, it might have been a question that you asked, right? Look at that information and share more of that type of information, right? You also want to think about what are different ways that I can now connect with my audience, right? And based on the information, you can now put together maybe an ebook using Canva or something like that, a free platform like Canva. You can now create an email opt-in, right, where you ask people for their email address in exchange for this free information, so that you are building your email address and you are sharing valuable information with your audience. You can that information and create a video series where you're dropping, dropping information, dropping valuable information and teaching your audience something over a period of time. Because we also get caught in this thing where we feel we need to give all the information one time. Break it up into smaller pieces, guys. Break it up into smaller pieces and make it a series, right? So that you are sharing over a period of time and over a period of days, right? So that your audience has something to look forward to, in your information, right? They have something to look forward to, so that they will continually come back to you over and over again. You don't have to put all the information in one email or in one blog or in one ebook. You know what I mean? Break it up into smaller parts so that you are consistently sharing information with your audience. That knowledge that you have gathered. Create an ebook, create a PDF file, create a opt-in for your email, create a video series and that kind of thing. What the mindset that I want to get you into in this particular time, as you're home, as you have a lot more time to connect with your audience and share value, is what knowledge do I presently have that my audience needs? What can I share with my audience to help them solve whatever challenges they are facing? And this works whether you're selling a product or service. So even if you're selling something like, let's just say you normally sell soaps and creams and that kind of thing, now is a great time to talk to your audience about their skincare. Why do they need this particular type of cream? A lot of people are washing their hands now, right? Well, all of us should be washing our hands, but there's a lot more attention on washing your hands and that kind of thing. That can increase the levels of dry skin and that kind of thing. You want to talk to your audience because this is a real challenge that people are having, right? People who may have eczemas and extreme dry skin, and they're washing their hands a lot more. You know, what kind of creams they should be using, what kind of soaps that they should be using to wash their hands and that kind of thing. You want to talk to your audience about that. Your audience may have a challenge that, they are now working from home and they really need to have the tools to stay connected with their staff or stay connected with their own audience. What kind of laptops do they need? What kind of phones do they need? What kind of tools do they need? Right? There's so much that is needed right now, right? And that's why I keep saying to you, don't drop the ball and start to ghost your client. Think about what knowledge do you have right now that you can help your clients. People are staying at home. People are cooking a lot more. People are going to start to get a lot more health conscious, right? So if you're selling healthy products, healthy snacks, you want to tell people about the benefits of these snacks. You want to tell people how they can incorporate these snacks into their everyday meals, right? If you want to put nuts in a salad, if you want to add this to your morning punch or your smoothies, how you could utilize those things in different types of ways to ensure that you stay healthy and strong at this particular time. You know what I'm saying? If your clients are, let's say you're a makeup artist, again, you can talk to them about self-care and about their skin routines and that kind of thing. And even right now, like, getting rid of old makeup and cleaning the tools that they presently have, and what kind of things they need to clean the tools that they presently have, and clean out the junk drawers and things like that. You are sitting on a gold mine of knowledge, right? You may feel that I don't have enough to share, and I don't have enough to give, but that is actually the opposite. If you've been in this thing for a while and you understand your niche and you understand the challenges that your clients have, now is the time that they are actually looking towards you to continue to provide those solutions, right? If you are a coach or a consultant, right, now is the time to tell your clients about the tools, right? Give them the strategies. They have time now to work on their logos. They have time now to work on their websites. They have time now to work on their business plans. They have time now to work on their marketing strategies. They have time now to work on their elevator pitch. They have time now to work on their sales pages. They have time now to sign up for their payment platforms. They have time now and they want guidance, right? Before they didn't have time because they were working, they were busy, doing other things, but they have time now. So this is a great time for you to take that knowledge that you do have and share it with your audience in different ways. Whether, as I said, whether it's an ebook, as an email opt-in, as a digital product, as a video, as a blog, however you normally want to communicate with your audience, because it's going to be different for everybody. It's not a one size fits all. What may work for me may not work for you because our audience is different, right? And the platforms that we may use are different. So some people may have a really better time on LinkedIn. Somebody else might have a more productive time on Instagram, and somebody else might have a more productive time on Facebook or Twitter, right? You kind of figure out which one of those platforms work for you. And don't forget your website, guys, because we don't know what's going to happen with technology. If Facebook is to shut down because of overuse, or Instagram is to shut down because of overuse, then where is your information going to be stored? How is your audience still going to stay connected with you if your WhatsApp shuts down because you also don't have control over your phone, if your Wi-Fi shuts down, if your internet goes down, if your phone gets lost, if your phone gets wiped and all your contacts get wiped and stuff? How is your audience going to stay connected with you? And that's why you need more than one way to communicate with them and continue to build that relationship with them, because a lot of these platforms that we use, we do not have control over it, right? The only thing you may have more control over is your website and your email list. Yeah, take that into consideration. So for those of you who are only depending on social media, who are only depending on your WhatsApp group, right, you want to think about your strategy a little bit and how else you can talk to your audience and stay connected with your audience in case any of those things get shut down, because we don't know what is going to happen. But my point is for this particular training is for you to get into that frame of mind of what knowledge do I presently have that I can share with my audience so that I stay relevant. So the first thing you're going to do is to look at your analytics, look at your insights, right? See which one of your messages or your programs or your videos or your posts really got the most engagement. And when I say engagement, I don't just mean likes, that got shares, that got people talking and asking questions and leaving comments and stuff like that, and share more of that, right? And then you go a step further. And what next? Yeah, I always tell my clients, and what next? You take that a step further, and then you figure out, how else can I share this information, right? Can I convert this into an ebook? Can I convert this into an opt-in for my emails? Can I convert this into a blog post? Can I convert this into another video or a video series, right? Because the knowledge that you have is what is going to make your audience come to you over and over again. It's what is going to make your audience, think of you as a thought leader in your particular niche, in your particular field. It's what is going to make your audience get excited and remember you when they are ready to swipe that card. It's what is going to make your audience remember to call on you when they are ready to take the next step in their business, or when they're ready to take the next step in buying something. It's what is going to keep you connected with your audience, and it's going to make your audience, it's going to build that know, like, and trust, because it's not just about the money. Yes, we need to make money. Yes, we have bills to pay, and ultimately you want people to buy from you. But before people can buy from you, they have to build that know, like, and trust. And you build that know, like, and trust by being consistent, by sharing value, by showing up, by speaking to your audience like if they are your best friends, by building those relationships, right? If people don't know you exist, they are not going to buy from you. And if they know you exist but you're not sharing valuable information with them, they're not going to buy from you. If they know you exist but you're not very clear, your messages are not very clear, they're not going to buy from you, right? If you exist but you're not engaging with them, they are not going to buy from you. So you have to put all of those things into consideration, right? in order for you to keep the momentum of your business going. Yeah? Tell me if that makes sense. Tell me if that makes sense if you want me to explain it anymore. The knowledge that you have is what you should be sharing with your audience right now. So if you design jewelry, do a workshop, a little 30-minute workshop showing them how to do an earring, or how to fix their jewelry, their change, how to clean it, how to do different things. That is the knowledge that you have, and that is what you need to be sharing with your audience right now. There's so much content out there. There's so much things that you can be talking to your audience about, and not staying in that I don't want to say mindset, but not staying in that bubble of panic, right? I know a lot of people are saying to me, well, Adana, nobody's going to buy right now. Nobody's going to, nobody's buying and stuff right now. And I have found that that actually is not true. My coaches internationally will also tell you that's not true, because they're still hitting their numbers. What they have done is change the way they're selling, right? A lot more digital platforms and that kind of stuff, instead of workshops and face-to-face networking stuff. But there's still ways, right? People who are selling clothes, people who are selling jewelry, people who are selling technology, coaches, accountants, they're still making money, right? People who do content creation, people who do social media, virtual assistants, they're still making money, and their businesses are still growing. What they've done is changed how they're selling, maybe change the platform, change the message, and change how they may be offering their services. But they are utilizing the knowledge that they know to stay connected to their audience. They're utilizing the knowledge that they know to continue to build that know, like, and trust factor. It's not enough to just have a Facebook page. It's not enough to just send one email per month, especially in this time. It's not enough to just write one blog post per quarter. That is not enough. Times are changing, and you need to be able to adjust with the time. You need to be able to be flexible with the changing situations that we are in. Right? Now is not the time to ghost your audience. So think about the knowledge that you do have. Think about the knowledge that you do have, and figure out, right, based on what I just shared, how can I now share this knowledge with my audience? How can I be of value to my audience? How can I educate my audience, right? Given the information that I just shared with you, because a lot of you are sitting on a gold mine with a ton of knowledge that you are keeping to yourself. And guys, the other question I get asked is, how much should I share? I share 80% of what I know, and I sell 20%. I share 80% because it's important for me that my audience trusts me. A lot of times they don't trust you until they have tested you out a little bit, or you have shared some kind of knowledge so that they can get proof that what you are sharing actually works. Right? So I share 80% and I sell 20%, and that has been working superbly for me. Right? So that's my advice to most of my clients. Don't be afraid of giving away too much. I'm not saying give away all your knowledge for free. Hell no. But don't be afraid of giving too much. You would know when it's time to cut it out, and create some kind of boundary, because people buy the how. The what is you are sharing the what. You are selling the how. Yes? Right? You are sharing the what, and people will buy the how. Right? So always have that in mind when you think about your knowledge and the value that you want to share with your audience, and how you want to educate your audience. Any questions? Any questions at all before we jump off? Any questions? And thanks, guys, for being here. I know everybody's a little busy. any questions at all, guys, about the knowledge and how you are going to utilize that gold mine of information that you presently have, and how to convert that into um, the relationships that you have, and ultimately convert that into sales. If you have any questions at all, just drop them in the comments. I will respond to you as quickly as possible, or email me at info@mkgdynamics.com, or send me a private message and we will continue the conversations. It's because a lot of the value that I'm sharing and a lot of the topics that I'm coming up with is because you all are sending messages to me, right? And based on that, I am realizing what extra challenges my audience is having, and that's why I'm coming on and different things with you, just based on what people are saying to me via email and via private message and stuff. So don't feel shy. There are no stupid questions. Don't feel shy to drop your questions, and or to, ask me any kind of question that you have about your business, right? What is the best online platform you can, for what purpose? What is the purpose of it, Abigail? What is the goal, right? Because it depends on what you're trying to do and who you're trying to reach, right? So there's not one best online platform. It really depends. So are you trying to do a webinar? Are you trying to, and who are you trying to reach? So that will also depend, because your ideal client may be on different platforms. So you have to be a little more specific. You see, and guys, you have to be careful when you're thinking about things like that, right? If you say to yourself, okay, what is the best online platform for me to use, or what's the best program, you have to start with what is the goal? What am I trying to do? Am I trying to do a webinar that I can record and then resell? If that's the case, then you want to use like a Zoom or something like that. Is it something that I just want to show slides and that kind of thing? Then you could use something like Loom, because there's Zoom and there's Loom. Right? So classes for primary school students, you can use something like Zoom, or you can use something like Webinar Jam. You can also use, there's another platform called free online conference calls. There's so many different versions, right? So you want to also kind of think of, because Zoom has a free version, but then there's a paid version depending on how many people are going to be on the call, right? So you have to take all those things into consideration. How many people are going to be in a call? Is it something that you want to get recorded so that you can give out after? Is it something that you want to share screen, so that you could also have a PowerPoint presentation? You want to also have a PowerPoint presentation. So you can either, do Zoom as a great way, because primary school students are not necessarily on social media, right? They're not on Facebook or anything like that. So think about Zoom, right? If you want to pre-record, and that's a live, right? If you want to pre-record some trainings with a PowerPoint presentation, you can use a platform like Loom, which is Loom, and pre-record it and then just share it to your audience. You can also pre-record and put it up on YouTube, create a YouTube channel, and don't make it public. You can make it private, or you can make it unlisted, so that only people with the link can get access to the training material. So there's so many things out there, guys. You have to do your research. And you have to figure out what is the goal. So even though, Abigail, you want to have classes for your primary school students, you want to figure out what is the goal. What is the goal after you do the classes? Do you want them to have access to it, or do you only want them to be there live? Yeah? So think about those things. And as I said, guys, feel free to drop any questions you have in the comment section. Send me an email at info@mkgdynamics.com. You're welcome. Or just jump into my DMs, and I will be glad to assist you as much as possible. Yeah? So enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. follow the rules, stay focused on your business, on your goals, do your affirmations so that you know your mindset is set, right? Because I know this is a difficult time for a lot of people with anxiety and that kind of thing. But you know, you are not in this thing alone. We are doing this together. I'm here for you to keep you accountable, to keep you on stream. Your audience also needs you right now, so do not ghost them. Stay relevant and stay consistent with everything that you were doing before this even happened. Yeah, and you know, utilize the tools and resources that you do have in front of you. Do not overthink it. Do not overplan it. Just share. Be of good use, be of value, and be gentle on yourself as well through this process. Nobody is expecting you to be perfect. Nobody's expecting you to have everything figured out immediately. So be gentle on yourself as well, right? So, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back here tomorrow with some more tips and tools. And if you have anything specific that you want me to speak on, send me a DM or PM and let me know what that topic is, and I'll be glad to come in and do a training on it, a free training on it for like half an hour or something. Yeah. Talk to you guys soon and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.